Hello and good to be with you for another week of Take Two as we have a look back over the past 7 days, and there's been plenty of racing on our New South Wales provincial and country tracks. Mick Wallace will join us now to kick things off in the Upper Hunter at Scone.
Take two time. Racing was at Scone this Monday, the 13th of October. We were bathed in beautiful sunshine for an 8-race card, and I picked out a couple of horses that I'm keen to follow moving forward. The first of which went around in race number 5, the maiden plate over the 1,000 metres. A first starter from the Scott Singleton yard. Harass showed plenty of speed, and although beaten in a very busy finish, I thought she was very brave.
200 metres left to go. Hara's had a good kick on the inside. Got away a length. Favour the Bowls not there. Then Miss Orton followed by Tampa Bay. Favour the Bowls really got a lift here. Hara's in front. Favour the Bowls inch by inch grinding away. Big finish here. Miss Orton, the centre's had a dive as well. It's a photo finish at Scone. You've got Miss Orth, Favour the Bold, or Hara's nearer the inside and ahead, Bobber.
Well, Harris had shown plenty of promise at the trials, and today, even though she went under by a slender margin, I think a win is just around the corner. The next horse I want to follow went around in race number 6 on the program. Saintly Sands from the Rod Northam stable has put together a frustrating run of minor placings. Today, she got a long way back, but watch the way she finishes off into 3rd spot.
200 metres left to go, a length and a half clear. Gold Capital is grinding away with King Jerry. King Jerry's out after Inception at the 100. Inception in front from on the outside, King Jerry. Inception's finding something on the inside. Big win, Inception. Inception won by 3/4. King Jerry. Saintly Sand was 3rd.
Well, it was those right up on top of the speed who prevailed in the end, Inception and King Jerry. But I'm sure you'd agree with me, it was an eye-catching run from Saintly Sands, who made up a lot of late headway. So the two horses to follow out of this Scone meeting this Monday, the 13th of October, Harass and Saintly Sands.
Take two from Kembla Grange. This is the Monday meeting that was transferred from the postponed Saturday meeting, but we saw pretty much the same fields, Whitey. Not too many scratchings, albeit on a pretty firm surface today on a good 4, considerably cooler, but a couple of really nice eye-catching efforts. What did you find out of the meeting?
Yeah, I found one of the debutants, Jason, in Super Scotch for the O'Shea Charlton stable, making its debut. Gets well back in the red colours, but the winner was very good out of the Waterhouse Bot stable. It also won on debut, and our favourite were runs second. It wins not far off for it, but I think he can follow the first 3 with a bit of confidence. But Super Scotch, he gets back. He's only got about 3 behind him, but he finishes off really well. He's got a lovely stride, really good action, and he can win very shortly.
200 to go. Savvy Spy in front. Wairea's not quite there. He's a length away. Savvy Spy digging in. Wairea got within a length of the leader, struggling to get past it though, and Savvy Spy will upset the short price favourite. Savvy Spy beat Wairea. Super Scotch has got up to run 3rd.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good form race, Whitey, for sure. I'm going for race number 6. Come On Flyer, debutant for the Ross McConville stable. Really nice effort, I thought, here. Gee, sprouted wings late over the 1,200 metres. Full Love won the race for the Richard and Will Freeman stable, but in the red cap with the sort of the striped sleeves and white, just have a look at the way he finishes off in the concluding stages.
Come On Flyer and Ellis Main coming down the outside. Ho Aloha, up to Everybody Rise, and Full of Love trying to get those two. Everybody Rise, Ho Aloha, joined by Full of Love. It's Ho Aloha, Full of Love. Full of Love hit the front, 100 metres left to go. Full of Love pulling clear, and the English bonus goes off to Full of Love. Second went to Ho Aloha, Come On Flyer up for 3rd.
So a really nice debut there, over 12 or maybe even 1,400 metres. I think he'll certainly be hard to beat whenever he contests. Next, the Super Scotch and Come On Flyer, the 2 to follow from Kembla Grange.
Armidale Racing, Tuesday the 14th of October. We have beautiful conditions on track. We're on a good 4 and the rail was in the true position.
Yeah, we did have a little hold up throughout the day, which pushed us back a few races, but all in all, really nice day here at Armidale. We had beautiful conditions and nice to be back here at Armidale.
Yeah, I found one I like in race 3. It's for Brett and Georgie Kavanagh. You'll spot him in the black and pink colours. He tracks the speed. He does a good job to finish second here.
and trying to get a run was Territory Style into the straight using the inside. Buzzsaw in front. The debutant Namata on the outside. Albert's pick followed by Territory Style. Namata puts the neck in front. Buzzsaw tries to kick back over Territory Style, but Namata is in front. Late Territory Style, but Namata first up beat Territory Style.
He's building towards a win. He's only had the 2 race starts for 2 placings, and I think he's run into a pretty handy one today, so I certainly wouldn't drop off yet.
Yeah, he was great. The horse that I found out of the meeting was out of race number 4. It was a Tenta. She was second up today, and she was sporting the earmuff. She said it was midfield, one off the fence. She's in the red and blue colours.
Here's Concoction out of the pack. On the inside of it was a Tenta. Marine Girl in front. Concoction, a Tenta going with it. Concoction ranged up, puts the neck in front. A Tenta going with it, but Concoction a half length. A Tenta second on the quiet third from Rhodesian Diamond.
The eventual winner just had her back everywhere she went, but I thought she fought on bravely for second position, and it was really encouraging to see her settle today.
Yeah, it certainly was. She got the earmuffs on for the first time this afternoon, and that was a bit more like it. So the 2 horses you went out of Armidale, a Tenta and Territory Style.
Tuesday racing at Wollongbar on the 14th of October, brilliant conditions, and not only that, I think the club should be congratulated that way they put that track up, John.
Yeah, it was outstanding today, Gary. Plenty of grass cover on it, none of the jockeys complained. Raced at a good 4. I thought it had plenty of cushion in it, and some horses come from behind and some horses led.
Right, one comes out of race 3. It was Credit Controller. She was only having a 3rd run back for the new stable. She's pretty easy to pick up. She's just in behind the leaders coming to the corner. She's in the silver and green colours with the green cap. Finds the line good.
And at the 200, got away from Chili Whack. Credit Controller into the clear, giving chase. Smart Recognition in front, holding Credit Controller. The odds on pop. Too good. Smart Recognition beat Credit Controller.
Yeah, she just found the winner too good. He was rock solid. He was coming out of good form in Queensland. But I like what she's doing, that little mare, and she won't be far off winning one for him.
Yeah, Jason Riley's only had her for a couple of runs now, and I spoke to him after the race, Gary, and he said even though the distance was too short for him, she was still happy with the run. So my take-2 horse comes out of race 4, number 6, Hostel La Vista. You'll pick him up. He's in the purple colours with the blue sleeves, about 3 pairs back on the fence at the 600.
And starting to close as they race past the furlong. Hostile La Vista's gone up on the outside, gone past Simo's Boy, and Hostile La Vista is drawing away. Hostile La Vista bolted in.
He bolted him.
He let down good, didn't he? Very good. I just want to say it was a very good ride from Dylan Turner. He drew the outside gate, he dragged him back, went up the fence, and he come through the field, peeled in behind Simo's Boy, Matty Dunn's other runner. When he got to the outside, Gary, he let down really well. He's a really nice horse. Today was 1200. When you see him get to 1400 mile, he's going to be very good.
Not up. Credit Controller, she'll do me coming out of race 3. You follow her.
Hostile La Vista for me out of race 4.
They're our take-2 horses coming out of Moolumbar's meeting on Tuesday, the 14th of October.
Hawkesbury, it was the 16th of October, Thursday afternoon, very warm conditions, temps in the mid-30s, and we saw a good 4 track. Track played magnificently, Rich. You found one early.
Yeah, I certainly did, Jace. A local in race number 2, having its first start, Sant Javasi from the Claire Lever stable. Chad Lever was on board. Now, this is all the big stables are in this race, the Michael Freedmans, the Chris Wallers, all the big stables, and Joe Pride had the favourite. Now, this galloper begins brilliantly. The problem was the others all punch up underneath. Don't lose sight of it. It's got the white sleeves and the blue cap. Just keep an eye on it. Luck goes against it.
It's coming down the centre part of the track and unwinding quickly here. Triple Play explodes up, takes Rewrite. Triple Play just has to go on with it and does. Triple Play wins it. Nice turn of foot. Beats home Rewrite. Photo for 3rd. Out wide, Sant Javasi lunging there at Confidentiality.
Geez, I thought it was terrific, Jace. You know, it just got in the wrong spot. Then another horse goes around it. And yet I thought it was going to the line better than any in the race. Claire Lever will find the nice race, whether provincial or even sneak out to a country meeting. Sant Javasi, it'll be winning.
Yeah, want to go to race 6 and come up with a horse that's going to be followed, I think, as an iconic sort of horse, the Budgie Smuggler. Don't want to think about you when I look at that.
Mine?
No, thanks, Rich. No, thanks. But this is a horse who has never raced anywhere less than 2,000 metres. He kicked off his career over 2,100 in New Zealand. He won a couple of nice races over there. He's over here now with Buell and Baker. He's in the Derby colours. He got into a nice place, off a hot speed there. Format ended up winning the race a really progressive one for Gay and Adrian. But have a look at the way he finishes off. After hitting a flat spot, he came again, and he really hit the line hard here to finish in second.
Lifting in the centre is Jacob's Time. Magic Pharaoh, Format the fence, and the Budgie Smuggler gets a second wind. But Format the inside's the one. Format slips through, grabs the lead, and Format wins from the Budgie Smuggler. Good debut in Australia.
Yeah, really nice effort there, Rich. I think we can look out for him. That was only his sixth start in a race and his first for Bjorn, so he'll be prominent as we get over a mile and a quarter, mile and a half.
Starting to get concerned. I'm agreeing with you all the time.
That is a worry. So there it is, San Giovanna and the Budgie Smuggler, the two to follow from Hawkesbury.
Fantastic program of racing here at Goulburn on Thursday. Some real highlights for mine, but some horses to follow. I thought one of the best wins of the day was certainly by the big fella Ghost Walk, who carried huge weight, 63.5 kilos to win, but more about that a little bit later. But a couple of horses to follow. I thought Lambay was excellent. First run back from a spell for the Joseph Jones operation. He's a horse that normally needs a little bit further. He raced over 1,200 metres. So we picked them up, he's in the yellow and red, but he finishes off really well, and I thought there was a lot to like about this performance, going to races like over the Snake Gully Cup Carnival and a few other races as well. Keep an eye out for him. He'll win in his next 1 or 2 starts. His name is Lambay. He's in the yellow and red.
Lambay got to third, Tonkatsu Goddess, and then Mr. Kennedy, and Manworry back on the far side. Stupendo still in front. Creon not there yet. Lambay ran up to him. Stupendo gave a good kick. Creon's a length away, and Lambay still coming. Stupendo, Creon, Lambay, Stupendo, Creon, Stupendo. Stupendo fought hard for it and beat off Creon. Lambay's run third.
He's only lightly raced, building up a good record, has a nice pedigree behind him, so he can continue to improve. My other take 2 horse is Magenta Shores. Geez, this horse is getting close to a win. It's trained by Lee and Cherie Curtis, and it just keeps delivering consistency, and that's all you can ask for from these horses as they're in the early stages of their career. So Magenta Shores is my other take 2 horse. Second today, but can win next time round.
Now Magenta Shaw's coming out of the pack, and they're followed by Baby-Faced Assassin, who's trying to get off the back of the horse in front of it. Right there was So Rebellious and Glenn's Legacy down the outside. 150 to go. Still Elysium in front from Magenta Shaw's and Baby-Faced Assassin. Elysium still in front though, and Elysium, it's a winning debut. Elysium led all the way. Second went to Magenta Shaw's.
That winner was really impressive there. It was on debut, Elysium. It's actually a relation to some very good horses as well. So Yankee Rose, to say the least. So it's pretty progressive, this one, Elysium, but I like the performance of the Lee and Cherie Curtis runner as well. It'll be hard to beat. So they're my take 2 horses out of this meeting at Goulburn on Thursday.
Tari Racing, Friday the 17th of October. It was Cup Day. We got an upgrade from a soft 5 to a good 4. I was wrapped with how the track played, and you like one in race 2.
Yeah, it was DB's girl. She was resuming today after 7 months off the scene. First up without a trial. She did a little bit of work early to find the front. She got a little bit tired. She's in the purple and white colours.
Around the home turn, DB's girl hard up along the inside, challenged by She's a Wild One. Varatse peels out 3 deep, 2 further back to Redford River, Priscilla Statement and Lycos. It's still She's a Wild One in front. DB's girl trying to lift. Varatse is flat on the outside. It's She's a Wild One a half length in front of DB's girl, Varatse, and She's a Wild One has beaten Varatse. DB's girl third.
She presented beautifully in the yard, but you always knew she was going to tighten up with the run. I thought she did a really good job to hang on and run third.
Yeah, I thought she'd done a great job, and I agree with you. She was only going to take improvement off the run, so certainly one to follow. I like Zaru coming out of race 5. He was first up today. The luck didn't come from the barrier. You'll spot him in the pink and white colours.
Around the home turn in the Cranback Sprint. On the outside, it's Tartaglia serving it up to Bantaki. Tartaglia gets a half length in front. Bantaki second, Buckfero third, followed by Zaru. Bantaki kicking back. Tartaglia on the outside. Tartaglia just in front. Buckfero to second, but Tartaglia has won the Cranback Sprint from Buckfero. Bantaki followed by Zaru.
All in all, I thought it was a very credible performance. He didn't get the luck. He's typically a better horse deeper on into his campaign, so I think he's trending in the right way this preparation. So the 2 horses you want from Tari Cup Day are Zaru
and DB's girl.
Racing was at Bathurst on Friday the 17th of October. It was the day before Everest and Kosciuszko Day. We had an 8-race program here and small fields in the early part of the day. and a couple of horses that we can follow going forward out of those races. The first one comes up out of the first. It's a gelding by the name of Metal Magic, trained by Gary Fraser at Hawkesbury. He was first up from a spell today, and I thought he was really good here late. The winner, Don't Call Me Kathy, had the perfect run in transit. Metal Magic was out the back. He seems to do his best racing here at Bathurst and over 1,400 metres, so no doubt Gary will find a race for him in the not too distant future. But I was really impressed with the way that he attacked the line. Gives every impression a win isn't far away.
Metal Magic out wide. Sheriff Star's a couple off the fence, is getting a split now. Don't Call Me Kathy, a narrow leader. Sheriff Star comes at it. Then comes Metal Magic, Don't Call Me Kathy. Sheriff Star trying to wear it down. Don't Call Me Kathy, Sheriff Star. Metal Magic's getting warmed up on the outside. Don't Call Me Kathy holding on, and Don't Call Me Kathy beat Metal Magic.
Yeah, if he sticks at the 1,400 metres, that looks to be his absolute wheelhouse. He's had the 4 starts now over this trip and been in the placings on each occasion. So anywhere you see Metal Magic in a race around the bush, 1,400 metres, he's going to be very hard to beat. The second horse to follow comes up out of race number 3. It's a mare by the name of Brutal Elegance, trained by Annabelle and Rob Archibald. She was coming back in trip from the 1,300 to the 1,200 metres today. The race was won by Forcefully, who got in very, very well at the weights, but she was really good through the line here, Brutal Elegance. Watch her in those dark blue and pink colours.
Bay Cat in hot pursuit, a bar in Paris is about a length and a half behind them. It's now being ridden along. Forcefully's running a race down the outside. Forcefully comes out after Bay Cat, Forcefully Bay Cat, and then Brutal Elegance. Forcefully had taken a clear lead here, and Forcefully races away to win here. Brutal Elegance got home well for second in front of Baycat, then Billabong Rose, a bar in Paris, and she's a siren.
Maybe a step back up in trip now. The 1,300 or 1,400 metres will play into her favour. She's building a handy enough little record. She's got a big finish on her, and the Archibalds have got her ticking along pretty well. So the 2 horses to follow out of Bathurst today are Brutal Elegance and Metal Magic.
Newcastle Racing, Saturday the 18th of October. It was a great day on track, big crowd, beautiful conditions. We did get a downgrade early on in the card from a good 4 to a soft 5. But I found one I liked in race 3. It was Precious Girl. She was first up. She leads and she dug in for the fight late. You'll spot her in the purple colours.
Straight Cess pushed through in the centre, now takes the lead over Precious Girl. Invincible Phantom trying to join in. Down the outside is Uncle Barry, tracking up behind those. Love You Anyway. Widest runner is over the rainbow. Precious Girl battling back along the inside. Straight Sets and Precious Girl come away. Precious Girl, Straight Sets, Precious Girl, Straight Sets narrowly over Precious Girl.
She looks to have come back a better mare this preparation. She's run into a pretty handy run there, but I'm thinking off this run, it won't be long before we see her break through and break the maiden. The second horse I'm keen to follow is Lean to the Moon. Now, she was first up today. You'll spot her in the blue and white stripes. Now, the barrier got a beat here this afternoon, but all in all, with the rail out 9, I thought her effort was tough.
Ocean Joy moving up 3 wide, Lean to the Moon 4 wide. Shambretta tracks up behind the leader. Wider was Willing Gale, then Singing Star. Plenty of chances on the inside. It's still Kev's Girl. Narrowly, Ocean Joy goes to it. Lean to the Moon. Shambretta gets the run. 4 across. Shambretta goes to Kev's Girl. Lean to the Moon out wider. Shambretta and Lean to the Moon from Kev's Girl. Shambretta in front. Shambretta over either Kev's Girl or Lean to the Moon. They're wide apart.
I thought she'd done a great job, and realistically, she's only going to improve over the 1,000 and 1,100 metres moving forward. She's certainly come back a much more furnished galloper, so she's definitely one I'm keen to follow. So Precious Girl and Lean to the Moon are the 2 horses who went out in Newcastle Saturday the 18th of October.
Racing at Lismore on Sunday the 19th it was of October, Johnny, and not only that, was an absolute brilliant day. Sun was shining, and I thought that track was fantastic.
It was nice to see it play where the horses could come from behind, Gary. I think the last 2 meetings here, there's been a very leader biased track, and it was nice to see these horses being able to settle back and hit the line.
No, I picked one out of race 4. It was Sinatra. He was on debut. He was debuting at 1,400 metres. It went horribly wrong. He was slow to begin. He sat 3 deep the entire trip, and we'll pick him up coming to the corner 3 wide. He's with in the brown and gold colours. Jeez, I love what he did down the running, this horse.
Sinatra's in front. There's not a lot of gas in the tank. There's nothing left in the tank. Gold Puma grabs Sinatra. Gold Puma's pulling away, and Gold Puma beats Sinatra.
Look, after tracking and doing a lot of work, you would have thought, well, and he actually hit the front.
Yep.
But just that early effort at the last 200 metres told on him. And look, he'll learn, and that's what happens when they're on debut and they get blinkers on. They're a little bit slow to begin. But I'd followed him out of the race.
Yeah, he was entitled to get tired.
Yes.
Newcomers, it's hard to win when they're 3 deep with no cover the whole race. So follow him. My take 2 horse comes out of race 5 at number 5, Card Sharp. You'll pick him up on the corner. He's back second, third, last in the white colours. And you watch him at the top of the straight, he gets a bad squeeze.
Snow Falcon on the outside of Eagles Fire. Snow Falcon, Eagles Fire, clear of Baron. Snow Falcon, Eagles Fire. Snow Falcon goes home the best. Snow Falcon beat Eagles Flyer, clear of Baron. Card Sharp.
No, they backed him too.
Yeah, they did, Gary. He's a really nice horse when he paraded. I think we both commented there. Look, I think today's distance is still a fraction short for him. I think when you get him, see him 1200 on a big track like Coffs or maybe Grafton will probably suit this bloke. So
1400 he's been up to.
Yeah, 1400. Probably 6 furlongs, 1400 will be his best 2 distances. Ridden off the speed, that's the way to ride him.
Right up. Sinatra will do me. You follow him coming out of race 4. He might be far off winning a maiden.
Yep. Card Sharp out of race 5 for me.
They're our take 2 horses coming out of Lismore's meeting on Sunday, the 19th of October.
Mollymook Cup Day was held at Nowra on Sunday. The winner, Can't Touch This, was quite impressive, building on its very good record so far. But the horse that runs second to it, Fun Sponge, is my first take 2 horse. This horse is racing particularly well for Jason Coyle. It finishes off really well. It's in the lime green colours as we picked them up. But look, this winner is certainly midweek city class, but this was a nice effort by this horse, and I think it is a horse that we can follow with a little bit of confidence as well. Here's Fun Sponge closing off really well in our feature race.
Back behind those, Fun Sponge, Ulysses Blue, boxing on with Sure Intentions, below the 200. Can't Touch This, responding on the inside of Flying Impala, regains the lead. Late Fun Sponge, Can't Touch This in front. Fun Sponge makes ground, but Can't Touch This. Can't Touch This beats Fun Sponge.
Certainly a nice run. Even the third horse there, Sure Intentions, who was first up off a bit of a break, is worth following. But I think we can follow all those 3 horses, but I like Fun Sponge. In the race prior, we saw the return to racing of a nice horse called Flashy Icon. Comes from the Rob Potter stable. It went out a winner and resumed today, and Rob had a few concerns with the Good 3 surface, but when we picked them up, it's well back. It's near enough last at the 200 metres. It was only a small field, but I thought it closed off really well.
Flashy Icon trying to come through, and Airliner's made to the outside. You're on Mute goes to Son of Eureka. Son of Eureka, You're on Mute together past the 200. Airliner the outside, Sebastian's Flyer, but You're on Mute charges clear. 100 metres to go. Flashy Icon coming through late. It's flying home, but You're on Mute will grip on and win. Half a length, Flashy Icon.
The winner there, You're on Mute, was one of 2 winners on the day for Jeff Crothers. He recently had his first winning treble at Goulburn as well, so a double today as well for Jeff. But I thought it was really, really good there, first up from a spell from the Rob Potter stable. So it's one of my take 2 horses, and the other one is Fun Sponge out of this meeting. And now it was Mollymook Cup Day.
Thanks for your company on the program this week, and we look forward to doing it all again next time around. Hope you can join us then. Bye for now.